there's these medical professionals dressed in all black, no name tags, believe they're working for the government. They wouldn't tell me who they are, and they're wanting blood draws from my patients. And I had saw them going into other patients' rooms prior, taking blood, hanging medications. And that's when I stopped. I'm like, where's the consent form? Like just because these people can't speak for themselves because they're all on ventilators doesn't mean that you can just go do whatever you want. There was no consent from family members, nothing. And that's when she got very, very angry with me, threatened to go to my managers, like it was very eerie. She ultimately did come and get blood from my patient. But I did refuse that. She hung this medication, and it turns out it was remdesivir. So they were experimenting this entire time with multiple different medications, but specifically the remdesivir. And all of these patients were tanking. Every single patient that I had at Elmhurst Hospital died, except for one guy who was a drug addict, and the paralytics and sedatives, weren't enough for him. And he ended up pulling his own tube out, saving his own life. Every other patient ended up in the freezer truck. But the government somehow found that it was okay to just, take what they felt was theirs, aka like a patient's blood without consent of family members, and then threaten any nurses, that stood in the way of the patient. Like as patient advocates, we are the patient's eyes, ears, everything. And if we can't do our job, then where does that leave everything? That's why hospital liability is so important, even right now, in protecting, lives, literally lives. And so that is just another piece of the disgusting treatment that was occurring, that is still occurring.